Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I can tell you, Peter, that raw pace is something that always frightens defenders, and Barcola here has it in droves. He's a willing runner too, which makes him so effective against teams that like to play that high defensive line. So good.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Shot could... Ronaldinho! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Vieira gets a foot in here. Sanchez kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Palinha has got himself a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Sanchez, all the way back. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pass somewhat off target, and it's Eto'o. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
João Palinha. The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. João Palinha. It's a really well-measured ball. Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. And he's found the way past. Good claim. No margin for error there. Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's had a shot! And that has been clubbed away. Messi. He's found a way through. Barcola. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nuno Mendes. Brazil are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Ronaldinho. That's an excellent interception. Messi. And it's Vitinha. Barcola is wide and looking to get onto this. Defending of the desperate variety. Rummenigge. And the shot! And he's done it! First blood drawn. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Brazil finding their passes. Barcola, good take, and is he in?
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Games hinge on moments like this. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
The goal scorer for Brazil after 29 minutes is number 16.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Bremer. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Modric. And it's Messi. That's a shade optimistic. Messi.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He's a and the finish! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he has kept it out somehow.
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Messi. Could be danger here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That has not gone well. Modric. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Messi. Here's Vitinha. Modric. Messi. Maldini spots it and intercepts. And the counter is on. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Played out to the right. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Ronaldinho.
Maldini.
Coming on to replace him is number 11, Bellingham.
Great defending, strong and determined. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And that's the second half started. And he's been shifted off it. He's picked his way through. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Threads one in. It's anyone's ball now. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And they're back on the ball again. And here's aval.A. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he can clear it away. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Messi. Vitinha. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Messi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Bremer. And it's Modric. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really... And the shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Brazil have themselves a chance from the spot to turn a deficit into a lead. And they've turned it round. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Brazil take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Substitution in progress.
No, that's been intercepted. Just about up to the hour now. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. But they've got it again. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Nuno Mendes.
That's really well cleared. It's gone for a throw-in. Vieira. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Quadrado
Is there to clear. Can he get on the end of this?
Thuram. Nuno Mendes.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Now this could be a chance. And that's been intercepted. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He is through here.
Cross in.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. Vitinha goes short. Nice control.
And it's Messi.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Messi.
Is behind this one.
Well, he knows he has the ability to put this exactly where he wants. He'll always back himself.
Crosses in it. He's got full.
Brazil surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Messi. Rudiger wins the duel this time.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he is going into that little black book. Now there's a fine ball. Takes a shot!
Quadrado.
Searching pass he's played there. It's played through for him. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And he passes it long.
Pull it.
Palinha promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, that's fabulous. Aimed in towards the centre. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Brazil really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
João Palinha.
Thuram makes the interception.
Added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Ball's gone out of play.
Substitution.
Pullet is firing after that one. That's been cut out, well played.
And it's Michel Platini.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's that, the end.
They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Maignan picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
On public transport.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Now it's Batistuta. And now the breakaway.
Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Roberto Carlos gets into some space. Oh, smashing header!
Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
That is good strength. Best. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He is just caressing the ball. Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That has been knocked clear, and it's Roberto Carlos. He slings it in.
And that has been cleared. Now it's Bebeto.
Now it's Lee Kang-in, and he's intervened well there. That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
And they're quick to press.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Ah, that's a fine interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Brazil have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances.
Pelé goes on a charge down the left. Pelé! Superb from Pelé!
He's got himself an absolute peach.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Brazil, after 28 minutes, is number 7, Pelé.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Looking to play him in, and he welcomes it in. Nice interception, well timed. That's going to go a long way. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Iniesta. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And Batistuta! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There will be a throw-in. Howson. Brazil are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable.
He's shifting. Up he goes! And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now that is tidy, really tidy. That is lovely.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Roberto. Now it's Cruyff. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Brazil certainly can feel happy about how things have gone.
Just a
but
quick
now
reminder
isn't the
today,
time to
please
take their
refrain
foot off the
from
pedal.
talking outside.
They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Brazil are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And we're underway again. Alexander-Arnold. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bebeto is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Great vision. And he cuts out the supply. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Vieira. Pelé. Played out to the left flank. And it's made its way to him. Pelé! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Iniesta. Oh, it's Bebeto. Bebeto! And Bebeto! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vieira. Brazil with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Passing is crisp and sharp. Iniesta. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Roberto Carlos. Best.
This is the time you need that pace.
Out to the left it goes. Oh, nicely intercepted. Zanetti.
The attendance for this match was
They can break here.
80,113.
This is Batistuta, and this is Bebeto. Oh, that's fabulous. Batistuta. Oh, it's Bebeto. And here's Batistuta. Pelé. Just eases him off the ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Best. Aimed beyond the defence. Nicely spread. Cruyff. He's picked his way through. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
Well, height could make all the
Bebeto.
difference on these set
Number
pieces.
20. Batistuta.
Alexander-Arnold plays it
Number
in.
9.
That's an excellent
Iniesta.
interception.
Number 19.
And now a sudden chance to
Lee
counter.
Kelly. Number 3. Rudiger.
Well, it looked
Coming
promising
on the
for a
field.
moment, but
Number
it came to
5.
nothing.
Grealish. Number 10.
Well seen,
Mbappe.
saw that coming.
That was
Number
well
7.
played, well
Desiree
stopped.
Doué. Number 27.
Brazil
Serginho.
still have the cards to
Number
affect this
13.
game.
Eric Garcia.
With Son Heung-min.
Substitution.
Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now, can they get him away? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Rijkaard. Oh, it's come loose. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard does well to get it back. Tries to play it through. He's in face to face. Mbappe! Rijkaard. Zola. And it's Grealish. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now that looks a decent ball. Takes a shot! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a good effort. You can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Zola. Pass somewhat off target. Doué. Out of play for a throw. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Doué. Rijkaard. Doué. And this is Grealish. He's on it. Can he get away? Serginho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Wan-Bissaka does well to stand firm and defend it. Mohamed Salah. So what can they make of this?
There will be 1 minute added time.
1 minute to add according to the board. And it's Grealish. Look at the space here. He's found a way through. Shot could... And the shot! And with that, the final whistle. Brazil can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And we're underway.
Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day, the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and a playmaker combined.
So, what can they make of this? Rummenigge, Mateus, and Neymar.
Such good technique.
Neymar, this is promising.
Mateus!
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner.
Climbs up big!
He's missed, but not by that far.
Rijkaard certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Thuram. Platini. Rummenigge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nicely weighted ball.
And Batistuta!
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that has left him in a heap. Looking for the run. And a chance! It's there!
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
So, a breakthrough already. Messi, Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Khan getting this one clear. Batistuta, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Nice physical challenge.
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Best. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Koeman gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
That was venomous. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Driving on and making good progress. And this is Messi. He's picked his way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's a shade optimistic. Threads one in. Can he get it through? Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Koeman kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looks to the other side.
Well spotted.
Now it's Neymar. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Vieira. And it's Michel Platini. Now, can they get him away? Vieira. Platini cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Well seen, saw that cut.
And the finish! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
That's a sharp pass. Rummenigge. Now it's Platini. Now he's off and running. Short changes him with that pass. Vieira. Kupchu. Now it's Batistuta.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Batistuta. Kupchu. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side.
He's had a shot!
And that is wildly off target. And we hit half-time. It's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I could see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Here we go again then.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he was quick to react. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mateus. That is good alertness. Vieira. And it's Michel Platini. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Neymar. Neymar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Substitutions taking place.
Brazil choosing to make the first change. Pirlo is the team's great visionary. Thuram. And it's Pirlo.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Vieira really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mateus. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Foot in. Brazil still this single goal behind. And this is Batistuta. That's good vision. Takes a shot! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Well, you can't fault him for his confidence, nor his willingness to have a go at that.
Thuram. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Brazil are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Nesta. Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Best. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Tries to play it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Vieira. And here's the chance to counter. Koeman with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Comfortable claim for the keeper.
Carlos will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Law. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. But it's Thuram. And the shot!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Law. Now it's Ronaldinho. Tries to pass it through. That has been slung wide.
seem no way back, but they are level.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Substitution on the field, number 25.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 14.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
It's their second corner of the game.
They've played it short.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Yellow or red? It is red.
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Oh, that's a waste. And it's Ronaldinho, looking for options for movement.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Goes for a shot!
It's run loose, who's going to get there? A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
All hands on deck for this one. Cook-Chu plays it short.
5 minutes added time.
Cook-Chu. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Puskás has it out wide and in space.
Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The last act of the game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.
Please join me in wishing all the best
So,
to
Jim, how do you
members of
reflect
our
on
fan
what
club
we've seen?
celebrating their
Well, neither
wedding
side could get
anniversary
over the
today.
line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaint.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Nice interception, well timed.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Great vision. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Raul.
And he's there to belt it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Messi. Now it's Neymar. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Raul. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That's really well cleared. Stood up well to him there. Nedved. Messi. Nicely weighted ball.
Chance! Goal! Portugal!
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more...
There's the shot! Off the post! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
He's having a go!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Defending here is really tight. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gomez gives no quarter whatsoever. Gomez is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Neymar. Marquinhos. The counter is on for Portugal. And this is Rooney. Gomez. Thiago Silva. William. Thiago Silva. And it's Gomez. Just eases him off the ball. And he was quick to react. Opts for safety. Rooney. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Chance!
Here's Vieira.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pass is just off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Raul. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And here's Raul. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Portugal get the ball rolling in the second half.
Brazil have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much.
And he's had a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And this is Raul, shapes to shoot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Raul is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Gomez. And it's played forward. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. No way through. Now it's Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Brazil have a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Gomez. Brazil looking to pass their way through. Ferdinand gets across and deals with it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Short changes him with that pass. 60 minutes played. Now it's Raul. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thiago Silva clears. Nedved. Looking for the run. And that's been intercepted.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Nedved really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 13. Camisa 19.
Mighty looking ball that.
Camisa 41.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And back to the keeper they go.
Camisa 7. Deixando o campo
Gomez.
para a entrada de camisa 17. Camisa 22. Camisa 5. Camisa 11.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And here's Zico. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's picked his way through, tries to play it through. Hullet, he's onside, incoming delivery. That's going to go a long way. And they're quick to get it back. The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's beautifully weighted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Out for a throw. Ferdinand. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Donatoni. Torres. Good running, strong and purposeful. Ball's Zico! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Looking for a runner. Oh, they could be caught out here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining, and a little debating room as to whether the outcome was fair.
So thank you very much. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
The action has already started.
The unmistakable Daniel van Beek.
Best! Oh, great save by Dina!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Pelé plays it short. Santos have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
Oh, great save by Dina!
And he's managed to get rid. Rijkaard. And it's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. Van Balten gets across to intercept that. That's a sharp pass. That is good alertness. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Pelé. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Messi. Messi, good, strong midfield. Goes for a shot! Cleared without complication. Beckham. Ambitious ball here. Vieira shows great strength. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. No goals as yet. Played over towards the opposite flank. Best. Well, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Thinks about the shot. Tries a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. Wan-Bissaka attempts a clearance. And it's Messi. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Nicely shaped ball. Pass is just off target. Rijkaard. Brazil looking to pass their way through. Best. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Probing pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Van Bouten is on a run down the left wing. Roberto Carlos, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Messi. Tar kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And no, that was never going to make it. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Tar did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And Messi! And that would have been some goal.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Best. Now it's Cruyff. He has found the way through. Nicely spread. Messi. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Van Bouten. Wan-Bissaka. Played into space. Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Roberto Carlos. And it's half-time here. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Brazil may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Senhoras e senhores, tenham a gentileza de remover os carros estacionados na rua em frente ao estádio.
The action is back on the way.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Turan. Costa Corte. And it's Van Bouten. That's Beckham. Tar, always a very imposing presence at the back. Now it's Puskás, spread out to the left. Well, there's the clearance. Puskás.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now it's Messi. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Santos are looking to break at pace. That's good vision. Son Heung-min! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Turan is there and he can get that clear. Brazil are looking to go forward now. And this is Cruyff. And he's charged, surely! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Tar. He's looking wide. Oh, Red, nice interception. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Ball is over the line.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 9, camisa 7, camisa 10, camisa 17. Deixando o campo para a entrada.
He's picked his way through.
Camisa 8, camisa 15, camisa
There's a
23,
beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Vieira. Pass somewhat off target. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Chance! They've scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Has a shot!
substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil have their third
Camisa
corner.
13 vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 20.
Neymar goes short.
Substituição.
Brazil really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He won't be happy with that one. Henderson with the clearance. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Roberto Carlos. And it's Vieira. 75 minutes played.
Brazil really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, good-looking ball. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Nedved. Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, it's come off the upright. So close to drawing level.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
Corner number 4 coming up here. They've played it short. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Vieira. Closing in on goal. Mohamed Salah! Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved. Steady. Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area. Oh, great save by Dida!
Brazil really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Out for a throw. Roberto Carlos.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Mbappe. Shifted it to the flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's managed to gift it back. Neymar looking for the run. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Great vision. A heavy challenge. Danger averted for now. He's on it, can he get away? He's got away. Chance for a shot! It's fallen kindly here. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Oh, terrible pass. Real chance! And it's hoisted clear. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now, this could be a chance. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Danny Vivian, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Quarter of an hour played. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, what has happened here? He's in a great position here. And this is Marmoush. Adams makes the interception. So we're still where we started right now. Oh, that's well spotted. De Bruyne. Can he get on the end of this? Cruyff. And Cruyff! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. Decent chance! Goal! Brazil!
Gol per il Brasile. Ha segnato al 23esimo minuto.
Brazil have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Now it's Pelé. Danny Vivian calmly anticipates. Pelé demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Parma clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this.
Face to face, shoots! He's got a goal!
Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager...
Ah, he's given it away! And that has left him in a heap. Vieira. He's found a way through. Ronaldinho in for the pieces. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. In with the challenge. Stood up well to him there. And it's Messi. Ruben Neves. And the shot's on here. That's tidy. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Girassi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Girassi is flagged offside. Now it's Pele. Oh, no joy this time. Conte. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Let's a look and place it forward.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. De Bruyne. Now it's Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to pass it through. Cafu. The ball goes in. Adams is there and he can get that clear. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Pele. Cruyff. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And the first half is done. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Brazil head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. There's the start of the second half. Over to the other side. Ruben Neves, the ultimate schemer, the supplier-in-chief. Cruyff, Best. Goes for a shot! They've scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and
He's through and all alone! Ronaldinho! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That is, and that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Attenzione signore e signori, ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi di non perdere di vista i propri bambini durante la partita, per la loro sicurezza.